which means all of the tools will be having tool holders on this side of the board. Rakes and shovels will be hanging up underneath this eave, if you will, and then the handles will hang down. There'll be other little baskets for gloves and hand clippers. So far, so good. So the only other thing that a person could do is put some kind of glazing over this. Painting it would be good. If this were an actual model that we want to build, then we do have one more step that we need to do. I'm going to spin it around this way. We need to copy and explode this so we can see the parts that we would need to cut, manufacture, and prepare. So I'm going to select everything. If I right click, I should be able to group it. Fine. And then I will grab it and move it. Pressing, let's do this over, Control Z. And I can grab it by the corner and move it. I'll press Control to leave the original, and I'll put the exploded version here, and I think that'll work. So I'm going to right click and explode it. Explode just means ungroup or stop making it a component. So if I click away, so escape, spacebar, select, click away. So now I have each of these components. So to explode this is to move each of these apart, and we can just grab them and take them out. But I think I'm going to have to constrain these so I don't like I did. Don't send them away. Control Z, Control Z. I'll move it. I'll constrain it, and I'll leave it there. This one, I'll move this one as well. And I think I can select each of these holding the Shift key. Got the wrong one. Okay. So the idea is to make a drawing or a second version of this. Move, constrain vertical, vertical. I hit that plus. That was an accident. I guess I can do it here. Constrain vertical, and make a drawing. Come on, settle down. Make a drawing where all of the components are separated so they can be seen. Move, constrain to green, space, select, move, constrain to green again, go about halfway, and then escape so it stays where it's at. Come on. And I'll move the posts apart. Select the post. So what do I have left? I have the bottom board. And I think that's all I need to move. So move, grab it, constrain to green, out a little ways. So now the only other thing that could be taken apart are these little boards. I'm just going to leave them together. So a person could look at each of these and recognize where they go, what they are. Okay, now, so the next version is we take all of this, we'll select it all, and group it again, and we'll make a copy off to the side, and explode that. So what we want to do now is just take one of every unique thing and lay it out and give its measurements. So we have 2 posts, so I can delete that one. 1, 2, well, let's delete them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can keep the 6th one, and everything else is a unique part. Okay. Okay, so I will ungroup that and move those apart. Okay. What I'd like to see is all of these laying on the surface. But my experience has been, unless you have a surface to lay them on, it doesn't work out well. So I'll add one with a rectangle tool. I'll just draw something that it's on its base, and then we can do that. So this is a little tedious. Really, it is the same thing. I will move each of these down so it's on the table, and do the same for this. I got to select it first, then move it. And by laying them down, we can then plot out the dimensions. And this is kind of working out. Is that on the deck? It acts like it's went through it. Is that true? Yeah. Yeah, we can't have anything going through it. Oh, it went to the midpoint. Oh, that's inconvenient. So if I grab this, and I should be able to move it up till it's there. And while I'm here, I'll move it over. So really, you could move ahead to when it's done and just see what it looks like. And then make it match, because you don't have to copy each of these. I am going to make these lay flat, but it'll be a moment. Okay, so what I have left, just these 2 pieces up above. See why it's important to constrain these? Spacebar, select, move. That's what I've been doing. Spacebar, select, move. I guess I can grab it at the close end. Well, I got to be able to see the bottom. And constrained up and down, and it snaps fairly well. Spacebar, select, move. I'll just put it there. Okay, and this. So if I were to move it over here, no, over here, constrain it to red. Okay, and then rotate tool. I'll choose the corner as the place to start to rotate it from. There we are. This corner. And then I'll go to the top and lay it down. I think I could just type 90 and it would do it. Well, that worked. These are trickier. Okay. what to do first. Let's do this one. It's bigger, and so I want to use that same rotate tool. I'll put it on the corner. I really have to pay attention. Is it going to be the outside corner or the inside corner? Because you don't want to go across. Well, that is flat. And then move tool, grab a corner, constrain it to up, and bring it up until it sits on the surface. Good. And then I'll take this move tool and constrain it to green and move it away. And where's the other board? There it is. Escape, spacebar, let that one go. Select this one. Well, this seems like a lot of work, but if this is a document that you plan to work from or share with others, this does make their job, your job, easier. So I think I can just grab one of these and rotate this 90, 45. Okay, 45. And then I'll move it down. And then I'll move it over, well, move it closer. Okay, I'm going to leave those on edge. I could lay them down, but I'm not going to. And so we saw something earlier when it was selected. These controls here, or is there one in the middle? No, I'll just do the bottom like I did before, here and here, and I'll lay it down. So now these. This should be straightforward enough. Escape. That's funny. How do I get 45 out of this? There. Come on. So we have two of these because they may be different shape. And they are very close to the same length. So if I were actually building this, I would make them the same length. The only reason I can't now is because my plywood, these pieces, match. So I will leave them. Okay, one last move, then we'll put some measurements. Let's leave enough room for... Okay, so we'll start by looking down. I think I can get rid of the background. And now we'll get that tool. Now I do need to tilt it away because I want to get the correct corner, the top corner and the top corner for these. And then I'll do this side and this side. So that's the piece of plywood that would be the back. And our 2x4 would be 7 foot, which we knew. And this is 5 foot. And so I can see that my dimensions are going up. I really don't want them to. So I'm going to pitch it down here, Control ZZ, and see if I can get them to go horizontal so that I can look at this from the top down. So I may want to move the next piece. Kind of line it up. So this measuring part seems easier. Also, when I'm doing the measuring, I never click where a measure already is to start one. I try to find the other end, and then I click to some end that, oh, I don't need two of those. Control Z. That already has that measure. So 11.5, 11 1/8. Yeah, that's a significant enough difference. So I think we have all the dimensions. What I don't know is why these aren't visible anymore. Oh, and these boards. Okay, can we rotate this about? That's just going to simply move it. Oh, if I zoom in a lot, Shift, Escape. Let's use this corner. Escape. When it's red, that's when I want to click it. I can constrain it. That's actually easy. Is that flat? No. Did it again. Typed 90, and that seemed to do it. All right, so I'll get the dimensions of this, and I'll put the dimensions of the other one as it is. Okay, we need to turn it down. Okay. So with this, we can make a cut list. And now we're done.